America is a nation of entrepreneurs. Thank God it used to be. Thank God it could be again. But with the oppressiveness that the federal government has put on entrepreneurs and people who would do well and start businesses, they are making it next to impossible, because an entrepreneur needs capital, and normally they have to borrow capital. This federal government is sucking the capital out of the country, and not leaving anything for entrepreneurs to borrow. So I hear people every day, I'm back in the district, saying, I can't get loans like I need to keep my business going. I sure can't add anybody on. Not that I could right now. I'm hearing over and over, they're just trying to hang on, hoping the health care bill gets defeated, the crap and trade bill gets defeated. And you look at what is being done, just the atrociousness of the things that are in these bills. You look at what this bill effectively does, this monstrosity here. This is the Senate bill. It's not the House bill. And when you base a bill starting with a lie, that's not a good place to start. But on the front page of this Senate bill, it starts with a lie. The Constitution, heaven forbid that anybody should refer back to it, the Constitution indicates that all revenue-generating bills must begin in the House. Well, the Senate didn't like the House bill. So they knew that there was too much they wanted to do different in their bill. So what they did is they took, and it's on the front of this Senate bill, as it says, in the Senate of the United States, December 24, 2009, as they did on Christmas Eve. What a sad thing to do on Christmas Eve. Resolved that the bill from the House of Representatives, H.R. 3590, entitled, quote, an act to amend the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 to modify the first-time homebuyer's credit in the case of members of the armed forces and certain other federal employees, and for such other purposes, do pass with the following amendments. That's how this starts. That's how this atrocious health care bill that usurps, sucks the capital out of the country, it sucks the authority out of the states. It mandates oppressiveness upon people who would be entrepreneurs, and it starts with a lie. And now we're told we're going to have a rule. Normally, under the rule, anyone can ask that, well, if no one objects, then they do not read the bill. But if there's any objection, then they have to read the entire bill. The rule, as I understand it, deems that there can be no reading of the bill, that it's already been read. It is deeming that the bill has been read. Not only that, once the procedural rule of how many minutes for debate and those kind of things is passed, then the bill, they'll be deeming the bill passed. It's atrocious. But I looked at this quote that I carry with me most of the time. I have a number of quotes I carry in my suit pocket, and this one is from George Washington when he said, government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force. Like fire, it is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. And so as we've looked at this, I know my friend from Iowa and Minnesota remember President Obama going to the Caterpillar headquarters. Caterpillar is the world's largest construction machinery manufacturer, the world's largest construction machine manufacturer. And it's in the news today that Caterpillar has sent a letter to the President, Speaker Pelosi, the other leaders, urging lawmakers to vote against the plan, quote, because of the substantial cost burdens it would place on our shareholders, employees, and retirees. The article here, this is from Chicago Breaking Business, but where is that? A bit true. Chicago breaking business. The business about to be broke here. This is a quote from the letter. We can ill afford cost increases that place us at a disadvantage versus our global competitors. It says, we are disappointed that efforts at reform have not addressed the cost concerns we've raised throughout the year. The Peoria-based company said these provisions would increase its insurance costs by at least 20% or more than $100 million just in the first year. This is just incredible. The federal government would do this to our largest manufacturer of construction equipment. I mean, they've done so much to drive our businesses overseas.
Bye-bye jobs.
Bye-bye jobs. And this is another reason that economists have told us that if this bill passes, signed into law on Sunday, 5 million jobs will be gone. The article notes that the company supports efforts to increase the quality and value of health care, but unfortunately, neither the current legislation in the House or Senate nor the President's proposal meets these goals. It's going to bankrupt this company. They're going to have to go overseas. All these wonderful American workers that are doing such a great job will see their jobs